Uh-oh, stinky. Uh-oh, smelly. Y'all getting too bad into my pussy. What do these words all mean, you may be asking? Do not worry. All of this will be answered in this video. So the whole point of this video is pretty much my dictionary to my slang. So if you were just curious to find out what I'm talking about, or if you were sent this video, or you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're like,
bitch, oh my god, what are you talking about? Like, I need some explanation.
Well, do not worry. All of your questions will be answered. So grab popcorn, grab a drink, I don't know, do something while you're watching this whole video. It's gonna be long, I kid you not. Each phrase is gonna have its own order and how I'm gonna explain it. So I'm gonna start off with the word or saying, and then right after I'm gonna explain what it means and also how you can use it as an example, and then the origin, because some of y'all bitches need to know where my little fetus mind was like,
okay, I need to use this in my vocabulary.
Like, you need to know where my insanity came from. Now let's shut the fuck up. And let's begin with the most beautiful, amazing, creative word of all time, bitch.
Yes, she is a bitch. B-I-C-T-H.
Now, yeah, bitch can be used something more of in a negative way, but bitch is like one of the most communicative words in the English language. What I mean by that is that you can use bitch for almost absolutely everything. So you can say that you're happy, sad, glad, mad, whatever. So I had to redo the examples because literally it was cringy and I look really dumb and it made absolutely no sense. I redid them, so here you go. Let's say you're like greeting someone, you'd be like, oh my god, hey bitch, or you're like happy. You're like, oh my god, hey bitch. There's anticipation, you'd be like, bitch, oh my god, guess what? Or you're in pain, you're in shock, and you stub your toe, you'd be like, ah, bitch. Or you're annoyed, you're like, what the fuck? Then you'd be like, oh, she's such a bitch. Ugh. Or you're scared. Bitch, what was that noise? Or you're giving off a warning. You'll be like, bitch, don't even try me. Don't even put me in my corner. Or you're super duper desperate. You'll be like, bitch. Ugh. Pretty much I use bitch like that. Instead of like saying an entire sentence, I just say it like just one word. Very simple, with emotion. Oh my god, please, please, please do not use it in your professional life. You will get sued. As an origin, when I was in grade 5, a lot of people would be like, oh my god, bitch means female dog. And then later, when I was like in high school, a lot of people would use bitch coming from memes and they'll always be like, ha bitch. And then I was like, ooh, I'm gonna steal that, thank you. Okay, I already know that my face is crusty, but like, please ignore my crusty zit. I'm working on it. You're done. You're canceled. You are finished. You're done, you're canceled, you're finished. Pretty much means that I'm done with you. Like, I'm done with your BS. I'm done with this shitty position that I'm in, and I am just done. I'm gonna move on. And it also means you need to be stopped. All of this at the same time. Technically, it means that, but usually I would use it in a shorter form, being like, you're done or you're canceled. When I am mad, I'm angry, I'm fed up, then I would use all three words, being like, you're done, you're canceled, you're finished. Telling the other person that I'm done with what's going on here. Bye. See you never. See you, I don't know, I don't care. As an origin, I don't know, this saying just appeared in my head one day. So fight me. So come after me, I dare you. Which brings us to the next word. Don't come after me. Technically what it means is literally what it says. So don't come after me means don't come after me. Whatever I said, whatever I just explained that may be quite, I don't know, iffy, don't come after me. I already know my place, I already know my lane, so do not come after me. It's not worth it, please move on. I don't know, like pretty much how I would use it. As an origin, I don't know, I also can't remember where I got this. I think it was just on TikTok or somewhere in the internet that was like, ooh, let me put this in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. DAFUQ. DAFUQ is pretty much like a shorter term to saying what the fuck, but instead of saying what the fuck, you would say
DAFUQ.
in a more sassy, more attitude way. As an example, you'd be like, wait, hold up, the fuck is going on here? Or you see something and you're kind of confused over, you'd be like, the fuck? Who that? As an origin, when I was younger, I used to watch this one Minecraft YouTuber who said the fuck, but in a weird, wonky way. And I was like, oh, I should use that in my vocabulary. And so that's when I started saying the fuck. You either get the vibe or you like don't get the vibe. Pretty much it means you understand what I'm referring to, what I'm referencing, what I'm talking about. Or you like simply don't. As an example, if I'm talking about something and then I say, if you get it, then you get it. And if you don't, then you don't. And if you don't, then you know. Like you either get the vibe or you don't get the vibe. Cause like it's me telling the other person, like you understand what I'm talking about, or like you don't. You simply don't get the vibe. As an origin, H Collections once said.
I'm just gonna start off by saying, like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I can explain it. I don't have a vocabulary to say. Either you get the vibe or you don't get the vibe.
Uh-oh, stinky, poopy, smelly. Uh-oh, poopy, stinky, smelly pretty much means, uh-oh, a mistake is about to occur or it has already happened. Or, uh-oh, someone made a mistake. As an example, if you by accidentally spill like a cup of water on like a table or somewhere, I don't know, then you would be like, uh-oh, stinky, poopy, smelly. Or just like by itself, uh-oh, stinky. Just to, you know, not be like so dramatic, you know? As an origin, this meme will speak for itself.
Uh-oh. Stinky poop. Poopies, funny poopies. La 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 la. Funny poop. Poop funny. Wee.
Big brain and small brain. Pretty much, the bigger the brain you have, the smarter you are. The smaller the brain you have, the dumber you are, that I would call a person. I usually love using big brain and small brain because it's like, it's always so funny to be like, oh my god, you are so big brain for thinking that. You are so small brain for doing that in some way. I just like saying it most of the time. Most often, I would always use big brain because I always see people acting really smart or doing things in a very smart way. So I wouldn't usually use it all the time, but I would always be like, that is big brain right there. The gamer community once said, time to yeehaw. Ew, what the fuck? I'm never doing that again, okay? Pretty much when I say it's time to yeehaw, it means it's time to leave. It's time for me to evacuate. Does not mean that I'm trying to evacuate a certain situation. It just means that it's time for me to go. It's time for us to go. If I'm with a group of friends or I'm with like a friend or someone, or I'm just there by myself, I would always be like, it's time to yeehaw. It's time for us to yeehaw. As a question, as an origin, I don't know. It also appeared in my brain one time and I was like, ooh, I'm using that. Thank you very much. Into my pussy. What? Pretty much what into my pussy means is that you see a hot, attractive, young, single, I don't know, maybe they're young, maybe they're hot, maybe they're single, I don't know, someone who's attractive as fuck, and you want to have with them. You want them to be in your, you want them to be. So yeah, as an example, if you're talking to someone or you see someone, you're already like, they're talking to someone, you'd be like, oh my god, I want him in my or into my pussy, into my pussy. As an origin, this meme will speak for itself.
Into my pussy. Into my pussy. Into my pussy.
Wonky. Pretty much when I say wonky, it basically means something's off. So let's say you go into a room, it looks kind of weird, it looks kind of off, it looks strange. Then you would say, oh, this place looks kind of wonky. Or you get a new iPhone and you like open the box and you see what's in it and it's acting really strange. You'd be like, oh, this is kind of wonky. What the fuck is going on? That's usually how I would use wonky most of the time. As an origin, so I was trying to sell my old AirPods to this one girly and apparently she was having some difficulty with it. So then she came up to me being like,
yeah, I want my money back because these AirPods are acting kind of wonky.
Like, I can't like handle, like, I want my money back. Thank you very much. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll give you your money back. It was a lot of money though. But oh well. Since she said it looks wonky, I was like, I am taking that. I'm putting my vocabulary. Thank you very much. Trust. You will be dealt with. Pretty much when I say trust, you will be dealt with, you're getting payback. Karma will come after your ass. Definitely if someone has done something wrong, or I was about to fight someone, or I'm confronting someone, I'll be like, trust, you will be dealt with. I am telling them that karma will come after their booty hole and they will pay me back because I'm putting them in their corner. Thank you very much. As an origin, this meme will speak for itself.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period. Period.
Motherlord. Now, I usually like saying Motherlord dramatically, just to be like, Motherlord. So technically it means Jesus Christ, but instead of saying Jesus Christ, you would say Motherlord, because you already know that God is a woman, so you'd be like Motherlord, because you know, mother and the Lord, Lord, vain and laying in vain. I don't know, whatever the fuck people say. Basically, it means you refer to God but as a woman because God is a woman. As an origin, I don't know. Out of the blue, I was like, Motherlord. Since that day, I started using it. The Christ family. Now, pretty much, when I say the Christ family, it refers to Jesus Christ, Virgin Mary, and God himself. Since they're all a trio, it's one big family. Mom, dad, and son, child. I don't know. You already get the vibe. So you would say all of them together. So if you're trying to bless someone, if you're trying to be like, Christ family has your side, letting them know that you're sending them good fortune, goodwill, I don't know, good energy towards that person when you say the Christ family has your side. As an origin, this also appeared in my head one day and I was like, I'm gonna take that. I'm also putting that in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. It's giving, etc. Could be whatever. Vibes. Basically, when I say it's giving, it means that it's reminding me of a certain thing from a past experience, or reminding me of this certain thing. It's reminding me of that certain someone or something. Like, as an example, if I see like one of my friends wearing like a dress and it looks really old and crusty, I'd be like, it's giving crusty old grandma vibes. No, ma'am. Like, okay, I wouldn't be like that rude. You already know. But you already get the vibe. You already get that I am telling the person that's reminding me of an old person who would wear that dress. Also by itself, when you say it's giving, you can also mean that you sort of like the sort of person, the sort of thing, the sort of event that's happening, whatever's going on, whatever you see doing. If you're just saying it's giving by itself, it means that you like it, you enjoy it. It's giving. As an origin, I don't know. A lot of people started using this saying on TikTok and I was like, I'm using that in my vocabulary, thank you very much, because it's giving. My wig is gone. Definitely when I say my wig is gone, it means someone has put me in my corner. Someone has taken my possession and put me in my corner. What the fuck? Does not mean something good has happened. It means I'm in danger. What the fuck is going on? As an example, let's say like someone's coming after me. I'm fighting with someone and they won the argument, they won the fight. And now I'm like, uh-oh, my wig is gone. Someone put me in my corner. Someone snatched my weave. Definitely, that's what it means when I say my wig is gone. As an origin, Cupcake once said,
my wig is gone. My wig has evaporated.
I'ma snatch your weave. Basically, when I say I'ma snatch your weave, it means I'm gonna come after you. I'm gonna steal your prized possessions, your coins, literally everything, and I'ma put you in your corner. There is no way getting around this. I will come after you. As an origin, I don't know, some girlie in my English class once said this and I was like, ooh, it's now mine. I'm putting it in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. And I oop. Basically, when I say and I oop, it basically means I'm either confused about something, or I'm surprised that a certain thing happened, or I am shocked about something. I'd be like, oh, and oh, and oh, oh, and oh. As an example, if someone comes up to me with food as a gift, I'll be like, oh, and oh, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll be happy. I'll just be like surprised, being like, oh, and oh, in a very like low-key fun way. I'd be like, oh, and oop. If I were to be like shocked about something, like something big has happened, I wouldn't say and I oop. I'd just be like, what the fuck is going on? The fuck. Usually if something low-key happens, then I'll be like, and I oop. I'm confused and shocked about something, I'd be like, and I oop, what is going on? Hold up. As an origin, Jasmine Masters once said,
I crashed in my back seat for a couple of hours, and I just hit my balls. Oh.
And I ska. Usually when I say and I ska means that I found something funny and I'm low-key like laughing about it, being like and I ska. So as an example, when I see someone do something really funny and I'm not like giggling a lot, I'll just be like and I ska. Or if I'm just vibing out, I'll just be like and I ska in front of people. I know it's kind of strange. I know it's kind of questionable, but like, that's me. Fight me. Come after me.
I dare you.
As an origin, Antonio Garza once said,
and I oop, ska. Say it with me. And I oop, ska.
as you should. Basically, as you should means that I'm agreeing with you in the action that you told me you did. So let's just say someone came up to me, or I'm having a conversation with someone and they're expressing and explaining accomplish a certain goal, or they confronted someone. My response would be as you should, because I'm agreeing to them being like, yeah, as you should. I'm agreeing with you because you did that sort of action. As an origin, I don't know, a lot of like skinny words start using as you should, and it was like, I'm gonna take that in my vocabulary, thank you very much. Y'all get into it. Y'all get into it is very, very, very similar to as you should, and it's giving. So it pretty much means that you're agreeing to the sort of situation, the person's action, the person, or you're just vibing out and you're just agreeing with the vibe that's happening. So you'd be like, y'all get into it. Y'all get into it. They're agreeing, being like, yes, do the sort of action. Yes, do the sort of thing that's happening because I'm here for it. This meme will speak for itself.
Yeah, get into it.
Shook. Pretty much, shook is like a little shorter word for saying shocked. So instead of saying shocked about something, or I'm shocked about this, you'd be like, I'm shook. My name's Sister Shook. I'm surprised that something has occurred and it has really caught my eye. This meme will speak for itself.
I am shooketh.
Slay. Do not worry, do not panic, do not fear. No one's getting murdered. Do not call the FBI. No one's dying. When you say the word slay, it means that you killed it. It means that you are congratulating someone's confidence, or you're congratulating someone embracing something for their confidence. So let's say someone's wearing a beautiful outfit and you'd be like, oh my god, you slayed that outfit. Sort of like you killed in that outfit. No one's getting murdered. No one's dying. Someone is just complimenting someone's confidence when they're wearing something or doing something. Usually I will always say, slay best friend, you slayed in that outfit. As an origin, I don't know, I saw some girly on Instagram in a video who would say slay, and I was like, oh, I am taking that, thank you very much. No ma'am. If someone's doing something that you do not like, you'd be like, no ma'am, I'm not doing that. No ma'am. Jasmine Masters also once said,
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
I kid you not. Now, I always say I kid you not because it's one of my favorite words to say, because I kid you not, I always say it all the time. See? Now that's a great example as to how I use I kid you not. Basically means I am not lying. I'm not making this shit up. I'm being serious. I'm not joking around. As an example, if I'm having a conversation with someone and I'm talking about this crazy story I had or I've been with a person, then I'd always be like, I kid you not, this shit happened. It pretty much means I'm being serious. I am not making this shit up. You have to believe me. As an origin, I had this one friend from high school that they like told me this crazy story about them and their ex, and I found it quite interesting and fascinating. And I usually get most of my attitude from her, but there's this one conversation that we had, and then she said, I kid you not. And I was like, I am taking that, I'm putting it in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. I don't know where she is now, but bless your soul, because oh my god, I wouldn't be the me that I am right now without you. I kid you not. I'm being serial. Pretty much when I say I'm being serial, I'm being really sarcastic when I say I'm being serious. So instead of saying I'm being serious in a sarcastic way, I would be like,
I'm being serial.
because serious and serial kind of sound similar, but you already know when you say serial that you're not really being serious. So technically it's the opposite of I kid you not. So when I say I'm being serial, I'm not really being serious. I'm just joking around. I'm just, you know, making jokes. Just don't take me serious when I'm saying I'm being serial. If you get the vibe and if you understand what I'm talking about, laugh, please. Oh my god, it helps me a lot. It helps me know that you get the vibe. Thank you very much. I don't know, as an origin, one day I was like talking to one of my friends and I was about to say I'm being serious, sarcastically. And then for whatever reason, it clicked in my head being like, bitch, you need to say I'm being serial instead of saying I'm being serious. And that's when it hit me. I was like, I'm also putting this in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. BRATATATA. Now, usually when I say BRATATATA, it means that I'm looking for someone. I would always be like, BRATATATA at the same time. Then it means I'm trying to look for someone. If I am with someone and I lost them, I'd be like, BRATATATA, trying to find them, being like, where the fuck did they go? Since I'm a barb, yes, I'm a barb. Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Nicki Minaj once said, that's a tomorrow problem. That's a tomorrow problem. It's kind of simple to explain. It means that I'm pushing a certain problem, issue, project, or whatever the fuck aside for tomorrow me, so that current me can enjoy life in the now, and future me will have to suffer and die. As an origin, I used to take law class in high school, and I was part of this group project where there was a bunch of people, including me, had to do this one assignment for this one mock test, and one girlie was like,
this assignment, we're gonna do it tomorrow because that's a tomorrow problem. Thank you very much.
And then I was like, oop. I am putting that in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. It's now mine. Bye, bitch. When I say bye, bitch to a certain someone, it doesn't mean that I am being rude or anything. I'm just saying bye, bitch to like either one of my friends or one of my best friends, being like, bye, bitch. If, however, I definitely want to be rude and I want to use bye, bitch, then I would add an extra bye, bitch, ha 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 ha, because I'm adding extra attitude to a particular someone, being like, bye, bitch. Because I want to tell the other person that I'm saying bye, bitch to that I do not like you. I want you gone. And I'm never gonna see you again, so bye-bye. In the most rudest way. Usually I'm not rude. I usually don't do that, but like, there you go. In case someone wants to find out what bye bitch haha means, then there you go. Lizzo once said,
Bye, bitch.
CEO of etc. could be like whatever, pretty much refers to someone is always doing something or someone has a lot of something and they're the CEO of that sort of thing. So let's say a person like me owns a lot of mugs or they own a lot of plants. Next, I have a problem with that. Yeah, I know. Anyway, then you would consider them to be the CEO of owning mugs, the CEO of owning a lot of plants, or if they were doing a lot of things like making out with a lot of people. I don't know. I'm just thinking of some random situation. They would be considered the CEO of making out with literally every single person alive. It's giving Aries, not gonna lie. Or if a person you already know goes to Starbucks a lot, then you'd be like, they're the CEO of Starbucks. As an origin, I saw this on TikTok. And I was like, oh, I'm also using this in my vocabulary, thank you very much. Reign of terror. Now, usually when I say reign of terror, it does not mean a certain bad thing has happened. It just means that I'm talking about a person who I used to be friends with, and I'm explaining about what happened during the time I was friends with that particular someone. So let's just say I had an old best friend, and I'm explaining to someone about a certain situation, not about the best friend, but during the time I was still friends with that person. Then I would be like, oh yeah, during my best friend's reign of terror, this was going on. Like, you already get the vibe. It doesn't have to be my best friend. It could also be like someone else that I'm talking about was also present when a particular situation or thing happened. One bright, sunny day, I was there sitting by myself. And then I came to the conclusion, being like, reign of terror. I'm putting that in my vocabulary, thank you very much. Period. Now, it means like two things. If you're talking about something or someone is talking about something too, period can mean that it's final. I'm done what I'm talking about. Whatever I talked about, it's done, period. Or it could mean that you're agreeing to someone and you're just letting the other person know that you are literally here for it. You agree that a certain something is gonna happen and you're here for it. As an origin, I don't know. Some skinny girls once said,
period. 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 Period.
fucking ugly. So pretty much what fucking ugly means, it means that this sort of situation or a particular situation is really dumb. I find it really dumb. And I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not doing this anymore. This is dumb. I just can't handle it. It's so dumb to the point where like, I'm like, screw this. Let's move on. Usually when I say it, it's because I'm annoyed. I'm slightly annoyed, but at the same time, I want to be like sarcastic as fuck. So I'd use fucking ugly. As an origin, I don't know, a girl from my elementary school started using it and I was like, I'm gonna use this in my vocabulary too, because I just love the attitude and confidence she would always use when she uses fucking ugly. I just liked it. So then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this, I'm putting my vocabulary, thank you very much. Now this part is gonna get really long, so buckle up. Usually when I talk to people and I want to share information to them as tea. Usually when I say the word tea, it does not mean the actual drink tea. It means that I'm trying to share, or if someone's talking to me, they're trying to share information with each other, with all of us. Now for the word tea, I kind of took advantage of it and kind of expanded how to use the word tea and different meanings and sayings to say that I want to share information. So the hotter the tea is, the more information I want to share. I want to let the other person know, if that makes sense. So I have this big chart. I'm gonna put it right here. You can screenshot it, do whatever, I don't know, I don't care. But I have this massive chart that you can like see. Yeah, anyways, it's pretty much the chart. I pretty much call it levels of receiving information tea chart. Just to show how hot the tea can really be, just to express how much information I want to share with someone. Now we're gonna start off to level 1 and we'll finish off at level 12. Now at level 1 is tea. Tea is like what everyone uses to say that you have information to share. You can say, ooh, tea. Ooh, that's tea right there. Like it's quite low-key, quite casual, pretty much like what everyone can use all the time. In level 2, I have tea. It's very similar to level 1 where you say tea by itself, but for level 2, I have tea. It means that I want information to be shared. Level 3, ooh, tea, just means that I'm excited to give out information to other people. So when you say the tea is hot, it means there's a lot of information that needs to be shared. At level 5, the tea is scorching. It pretty much means that there's an insane amount of information that needs to be shared immediately. There's a lot of tea the tea is like boiling, it's scorching. There's a lot of information that you need to know. At level 6, the tea is scorching. Oh my god. When you add oh my god or an extra word to the tea is scorching, the person would already know how much information that will be shared. So if you hear the tea is scorching, oh my god, then prepare yourself. At level 7, the tea is on fire. So when you're saying the tea is on fire, it means that there's an unbelievably amount of information that has to be shared. You're telling a person who has missed out a few days of your life, and you need to share it like immediately because like, oh my god, a lot of crazy stuff has happened. The longer you haven't seen a person, the longer you're gonna express how hot the tea is, the more information you want to share with that person. Pretty much that's like how this chart mostly works out, if that makes sense. Anything past level 7, that's where it gets kind of chaotic, and that's where it kind of gets like, oh my god, it is really hot. Coming at level 8, the kettle is on fire. Usually I would say this when I haven't seen a friend in so long that they've missed out on so much information, so much stuff that has happened in my life, and I want them to catch up on all this crazy hot tea that presumably has to be a big fat kettle that is on fire. I kid you not, on fire. Like, don't ask me the physics of how that's even possible, but like, yeah. You already get that there's a lot of information that needs to be shared when you're at level 8. Coming at level 9, the kettle is about to explode. When I say this, it means where have you been? I haven't seen you in like months. Like, there is so much information that I need to tell you right now. Coming at level 10, holy shit. The kettle exploded and the kitchen's on fire. Now, this is where it gets really, really hectic and that you really need to buckle up because it's chaos. It's chaos left and right. Holy shit. You missed out on months and months and months of information. The kettle has exploded. The kitchen where the tea was made is now on fire. Holy shit. You need to be caught up on a lot of information. Pretty much that's like how I would use the kettle's about to explode on level 10. The whole house burnt down. I kid you not. The tea was hot. It was so hot that the kettle was on fire. The kettle was so hot that exploded. It burnt down the kitchen and it burnt down the house. Where the fuck have you been? I don't know whose man you've been sucking off and not been here helping me, but stupid ugly, you missed out on years, a year or more of information in my life. You missed out on so much shit. You need to be caught up to absolutely every single season that happened in my life. I kid you not. If you manage to get up to this level, like holy crap, the amount of documentaries you're gonna have to watch, listen, that happened in my life is insane. Like, I kid you not. And I already know, like, there's only like 2 people in my life that I would say this to, being like, the tea was so hot that it like burnt down the entire house. Like, I kid you not. Now, and then coming at level 12, I'm still like debating if this should be a level 12 or something, or it should just end at level 11. But level 12 is the whole house exploded. I'm debating if I should like have that in my vocabulary. I've never like, I still haven't like decided if I should use it or not, but there you go, it exists. It exists out here in the internet. I don't know. Finally, as like a little small warning, bring your MOPS. Before I explain that I have a lot of tea, the tea is hot, I'd always warn the person that I'm telling the information to bring your MOPS because it's gonna be a whole big fat mess. Like, it's gonna be crazy. You need to be able to help me clean all this up. Technically, that's like how I usually use bring your MOPS. As an origin, Shane Dawson once said, child, anyway, so. So when I say child, anyway, so, pretty much means fucking ugly. Let's move on. Also means this situation's getting ridiculous. It's getting dumb. I see no point in resolving the situation. Can we please fucking move on? I just can't do it. As an example, I'd be like, child, anyway, so. Or if I'm talking to someone and we're having this weird conversation about like someone or something, then I'll be like, child, anyway, so. As an origin, Nicki Minaj once said,
Big boobs. What? Child. Anyway, so.
Marinate in it. Now, usually when I say marinate in it, it means bestie, take your time. Talking to someone and they're like debating about something or making a decision, I'll be like, it's all right. Marinate in it. Take your time. I'd usually add it to take your time. When I say take your time, I would usually say take your time, marinate in it, think about it for a hot minute. Just don't take too long, but you know, like I'd usually use it in that sort of way, letting the other person know that it's all right. I have time. You can think about it. It's all right. Comforting the person, you know? As an origin, Sarah once said,
is that person really cool and mysterious? Or do they just not have a personality? Think about it, marinate in it, sit in it, do what you gotta do, get back to me.
It's not the vibes. Stop. Pretty much it means that I'm trying to be funny, but at the same time, I'm trying to be sarcastic when I see a certain situation that I'm like not vibing with. And at the same time I am, but like, you know, it's kind of confusing, but like you already know. So I would always be like, it's not the vibes. Stop. Because it kind of isn't, but at the same time it is. Like I'm trying to vibe off a vibe. Like you get the vibe or you don't get the vibe. Being like, it's not the vibes. HRH Collections once said,
Like, it's not the vibe. Stop!
you guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way. Not like that, but like you already know. Pretty much it means that it's clear that there's an issue and you need serious help. So help is on your way. It's a similar meaning to you need Jesus, but instead of saying you need Jesus, you're saying, you guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way. You're pretty much confirming that help is on its way. As an origin, Super Nanny once said,
You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way.
this shit bustin'. Pretty simple to explain. It means you're eating some food and you think it really tastes good. So you'd be like, this shit bustin'. It really be bustin'. Or bustin'. You already know the vibe. The food tastes really good, yummy. Instead of saying yummy, you would say bustin'. As an origin, I don't know. I saw some like little kid on TikTok and he was like, this shit bustin' when he was eating like some Subway sandwich. And I was like, I'm taking that and I'm putting it in my vocabulary. Thank you very much. Crusty. Now, usually crusty means that something looks ugly or something looks disgusting and you're like, yeah, no, ew, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to put my fingers near it. Like, it's not the vibes. I want this thrown away. Or if someone looks disgusting, looks weird, looks kind of off, but more disgusting-er in a way. Yes, disgusting-er is a word. Fight me. Then you would say, ew, it's crusty. Ugh. Like you would use it like that way. At least I do. A really, really perfect example would be, ew, don't touch me with your crusty hands. Ugh. Telling the other person that I don't want to be touched with your disgusting hands. My best friend once said, crusty. And I'll do it again. Sorry, I was kind of in an attitude right there, but like you already get the vibe. I'll do it again though. See, that's a great example as to I'll do it again. Pretty much you're being sarcastic, and if you do a mistake or you know you shouldn't be doing it, but you're gonna do it again, you will definitely say, and I'll do it again. Be very, very careful. If you were to use this in your own life, be very careful to use it. But like for me, since I've been using it a lot, I already know my own place when to use it. So for me, I like using it because I already know the people that I'm around with. Know the people who you're around with when you say, I'll do it again, because some people can find it the wrong way. So as an origin, Zaya once said,
And I do it again. Bye bye.
no more Fortnite. So pretty much it means that you can't do an activity that you like doing anymore. So let's say you buy a new car and you're out for a stroll out on the road and you're speeding like no tomorrow, and then you crash your car. Someone out there who's with you, or someone sees you, or I'm there witnessing that you crashed your car, I would be like, no more Fortnite, because no more fun time for you. Or if I find out that you got and I realize that you can't like do it anymore with other people, I'll be like, no more Fortnite. No more Fortnite for you. As an origin, I saw this one TikTok and I was like, I'm gonna put this in my vocabulary and I think I know what I'm gonna do with gibberish. Now, I usually love using gibberish just to express or enhance my mood when I'm talking to someone online or in a group chat. I would add gibberish just to enhance my mood or feeling. So as an example, let's say I'm talking to someone and they tell me they have the new generation of AirPods, and I'm there being like, not having any AirPods or the new AirPods at all. I'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck? Why do you have AirPods and not me? Like, I would usually like to say that. I won't actually say gibberish in person, like me talking. I'd only use it when I'm texting someone, just to enhance that mood. Uppercase gibberish helps more with expressing that mood a lot more than lowercase gibberish. Sometimes when you say gibberish by itself, when you're talking to someone online, it basically means that you're kind of annoyed, or you're kind of effy about something, or you're just kind of like, your feelings are kind of scattered everywhere and you just don't know what to do. So you just be like, online, you know? I don't know how it originated really, actually. Like, the furthest point in my life where I remember when I started using gibberish when I text to other people is when I was 12. And when I started arguing with a few people, I would always use gibberish, being like, just to express my emotions. Like, that's like the furthest point in my life where I can really remember, like, that's when I started using gibberish. Consensually, of course.
Because stupid ugly, I didn't make any sense the next 2 clips. I'm just gonna sum it up right here. Pretty much it just means, it doesn't mean anything more. So, like, for an example, let's just say that I was talking to a friend and I'm just telling them a fun story that I had with a friend, another friend that I was hanging out, and I kind of noticed that I kind of made it sound like we were a couple. I would just simply just throw it in there in a funny way, being like, consensually, of course. It doesn't mean anything more. We're just friends, you know. Just like throwing something there, confirming that we're not together. That's pretty much like how I use it all the time.
As an origin, I don't know, this also appeared in my head. No, it didn't appear in my head. Someone said not sexually, but consensually. For whatever reason, I was like in my head being like, consensually, of course. Yeah, consensually, of course. I'm gonna use that in my vocabulary. And there you go. That's how I got consensually, of course. Now, finally, the last one in this dictionary, delete. Now, you better be scared when I say delete if I'm fighting you or if I'm fighting someone. If I say I'm gonna delete you from existence, you better run, because that means I'm about to throw hands. I'm about to remove you from existence. Basically, from that explanation, delete means that you're gonna delete something from existence or remove someone from existence completely. As an example, you'd be like, I'm gonna delete you, I will delete her, I will delete him, I will delete them, I will delete whoever. As a sign to you being like, yeah, they're gonna go away, they're gonna go bye bitch. As an origin, I'm in this Discord server, and there's this one time I was having this conversation with a few guys there, consensually, of course. And then one of them were like, I'ma delete you, to one of their friends, and I was like, oop, I'ma use that in my vocabulary, thank you very much. It's now mine. And I think that's gonna be it. That's all the words in my slang that I have to let you guys know what I'm saying most of the time. And we're done, we're so done. I'm done. We are done filming this whole stupid dictionary of my slang. What the fuck? But there you go. You understand what I'm saying most of the time. But yeah, I want to say thank you to anyone who has watched this video the whole way. Oh my god, bless your soul. Bless the living Christ. Like, holy shit. Like, how I want to understand. Like, I want to understand how you were able to handle my insanity through this whole video. But thank you. Oh my god, I really appreciate it. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Hooray. You get absolutely nothing. Anyways, like, subscribe for more crazy content. I don't know. I'm trying to post more often. A lot of things has happened in my life, and oh my god, I have so many videos that I've recorded that I want to post. Do not worry, a lot of things are in the works right now. Finally, after I made this video, I had to retake it like at least like 4 times because most of the time I am stuttering, I'm mumbling, I'm lisping, I don't make sense, so I always have to keep refilming this video so you guys can understand what I'm saying and make it simple and easy for at least everyone, you know? I want to thank everyone who has watched this video. Oh my god, bless your soul, bless the Christ. And also, I've been working on this entire dictionary for at least like 6 months. Holy crap. It has really been in the works. So thank you so much for watching this whole video. It means a lot. Oh my god, thank you. And do not worry, I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I'm still trying to understand how I'm still alive. Like, if you're surprised, me too. More videos will be uploaded soon. Do not worry. If you want to find the tea chart that I made, it's going to be on my Instagram account, or it's going to be on my Pinterest, or it's going to be like linked somewhere down in the description. I'll definitely have it posted somewhere. I'm not too sure where I'm going to be posting it right now, but definitely it's going to be on my Instagram just for everyone to have access to this chart. See you guys later. I don't know how to end this. What the fuck? I'm gonna go sip my tea.